Back to the channel, guys. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. That really helps us. So on today's video, we're going to keep going on the F350 project. I have a locker to go on the front. It's a Torq Locker, lunchbox style locker, and then we're going to work on converting the front axle to single rear wheel width. So let's get started. So I really haven't looked into what's needed to do this swap, but I did the brakes a while ago, and I think all we need to do is take off this dually spacer, and we'll be able to take out the coarse threaded studs in the unit bearing and replace it with the wheel studs. But before we do that, since I have to take a bunch of stuff apart for the locker, I'm going to start with that anyway. Alright, so I got the diff cover off. We'll let that drain for a while I start to take the outers off. So we have the left axle out now. The instructions for this Torq Locker say that you only need to remove one axle shaft out 4 inches. So we're going to try it with just one axle out and see if that works. Alright, so it took a minute, but we just got the roll pin out that holds the main cross pin for the spider gears. So in order to get that, I had to use a 5/32 punch to knock out the pin, but the one we had was a little short, so I had to use a 3/16 drill bit and cut it off and put it in there, and was able to lengthen the punch and get it out. Alright, so here's what comes with the Torq Locker. I'm going to go through here now and put some grease on the teeth to hold everything together during assembly. Alright, so one check I need to make is just the gap here between these two. So I have my feeler gauge and I added all these up and we are within spec for this. Alright, so got the locker installed. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I'm planning on re-gearing it in the future, but not for right now. I am going to put some bigger tires on it, just some 35s, but I want to see how it works. Currently it's got 4 10s, so that's not too bad. But yeah, locker's in, and got some more work to do on the wheel ends next. So we're going back together now. Got the unit bearing back in. So what I ended up doing was just swapping out. This is the original one here. It just has coarse thread wheel studs that go in for the adapter. Instead of knocking out all the studs, I just had these unit bearings here that I used instead, and I just had to replace the 4 studs that mount the unit bearing. So now I just put the brakes on and it'll be done for the front. That's it for the front end work on the F350 project. So we installed the Torq Locker. It was a pretty easy install. You do only have to remove 1 axle shaft. The hardest part is just getting the roll pin out for the cross pin for the spider gears. Other than that, it was pretty easy. We also converted it to single rear wheel width by taking off the dually spacers and putting in different unit bearings with the longer wheel stud. Please like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of this project.